We are here to help you spend your money in terrible ways with this list. What are the 5 worst ways to spend your money when building your guitar collection? Stay tuned. Hey, it's me, Baxter.
And me, Jonathan.
I'm wearing my favorite black shirt with my favorite Music Villa t-shirt on underneath. Comfortable. It's fluffy because it's warm out here. So you're building your guitar collection. You want amps, pedals, guitars. We want to help you spend your money poorly, like Brewster's Millions, but 2020 style. You can mess it all up.
Probably.
Here we go. We're going to start with number 1. This contradicts the entire video. We're going to go right in the banger. Number 1, buying guitars as investments.
Of course, you don't do that.
No, I buy them to play them. And every once in a while, there's a guitar thing. Yeah, every once in a while, when I need to get one past my wife, it's an investment.
It's a good investment, honey. All these 70s guitars. I mean, and there are guitars like that we buy and you know, tuck away because we think.
I mean, we do that sometimes because it's our job.
Right.
We do that.
But
just buying guitars as investments in general is it's not the best. I like because just buy them because you want to play them. Buy them because
I mean, you could get lucky or not.
Or not. It's a dangerous game, so just be careful. There's lots of little tricks in the sales game of sales marketing from guitar shops into the manufacturers that they're really good at that. We are too, but we just don't do it because we're not that smart. Of trying to get you to buy certain guitars that you just are not going to go up in value.
Yeah.
Don't think about it that way.
True.
Number 2, hit it, Johnny.
My favorite and yours, the old autograph guitars.
How many Dale Earnhardt guitars have we seen?
And listen,
I mean,
I love Dale Earnhardt.
we all love Dale Earnhardt.
In fact, I saw a guy when he did his guitar up like this, the back had the old number 3 on there. But
Awesome.
Don't buy a guitar with Dale Earnhardt's signature. One, he's not a guitar player.
We've seen a lot of them, but it's usually bands.
But
And-
I will say we've probably seen almost as many, not all Dale, but NASCAR driver signed.
Those guys
Just 'cause
sign
where we are,
everything.
But
No, the band stuff, you'll see like, you know, hey, these are the guys from Kiss have signed this Squire or this like off-brand, not even Squire thing, and that's a trash guitar. It's just, it might as well be a piece of paper.
Well, you get that a lot, right? These charity guitars, and it's the Epiphone, the signature model, like the literal cheap one they buy
The
just for
$80
people to sign.
Epiphone.
Yeah. You know, now there's probably exceptions to this.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
That's
or
it.
like a really nice guitar that is associated with some
B.B.
player
King.
and it got signed. Yep.
Yeah, Lucille. There's a few like that, but in general, the autograph guitars do not make them worth a ton more. Unless you get like a John Cruz custom shop that has been autographed by John Cruz, and those are still up there and they're going up and up and up. But
If I was going to have a guitar autographed, I don't want it like on the front, giant, like where my arm's going to be. Maybe somewhere more discreet. That's just my own personal preference.
I agree with that. And unless it's someone like Dave Mustaine, then I want it all over the guitar because it's just funny,
Well, yeah.
silly, and he's that way.
Whatever.
Okay, number 3. This is another like sort of catchphrase to watch out for. Limited edition. It doesn't always mean limited edition. It can be limited edition to this year,
What do you mean, Baxter?
to
Are
this
you
decade.
telling me my limited edition Squire blah, blah, blah?
They might have made 3,000, and they can call it limited edition because they limited it at 3,000, but I don't consider 3,000 limited. Maybe that's me. Is that limited to you?
I mean, in the technical sense, yes. But
It is. It's the same as
Maybe-
like hand wired and point to point.
maybe it's
Fishy land now.
maybe the way to say it is limited does not necessarily equal rare.
Yes. And so there are some great LTDs, and some of those are the ones that really do, like the ones that are some weird fenders that have like the triple humbuckers in it that we all sort of like scoffed at when they first came. Like, oh, they're kind of ugly. Ugh.
Well,
Super expensive now.
I've bought some of the Fender special runs or the LTD, limiteds. And it's like you described, some of them, it just means they'll make as many as get ordered that year. But there's no hard cap. So that doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, wow, these are going to be super rare and everybody's going to want
Just
them.
be careful, and like
Yeah.
shouldn't be like the caveat of why you buy it.
Yeah, we're not saying don't buy it. We're just not saying don't buy it
be
because that.
No, because I do buy. Like, there's one I still kick myself is like the white Eric Johnson, or the like Olympic white, sort of yellowish one, the thin line one that he came out with. A great guitar. I should have kept one. It's one of the best guitars. They don't make it anymore. You can still find them, but their prices have gone up.
I had a Telly one time that was double bound. It was Gretsch orange. black pickguard,
Ooh.
2 P90s in it.
Yes.
And it was, man, it was cool. It was a special run. They weren't crazy limited. Like I said, they just made. But man, you can find the black ones now.
But yes,
It's really
yes.
hard to find the orange ones. But man, if I found one, I'd want to snatch it up. Because that was God, why I sold that guitar, I don't know. Well, I know why, because I was poor. But
I mean, that's the reason you do it. Or you have that sort of addiction of having to sell stuff, which a lot of us do, and buy things. Number 4, this is a trick you want me to do. You got this one.
You can do it. You do
Okay,
it.
this is waiting for the deal. So the deal, so there's 2 things to this thing. You're always waiting for that deal on that guitar. A, you might miss the deal by waiting for it and those things all disappear, like me and the Eric Johnson guitar.
Yep.
Or B, the deal is often the pieces that the manufacturers are trying to dump,
Right.
like an anvil, and so are the guitar shops. So oftentimes, so if you're trying to have, again, a collection that's going up in value, that's not the way to do it. It's probably a way to get a collection that's going down in value.
I almost did this one time, and I'm so glad. It was one of the few times that I took a step back and thought clearly. I had a little money, and I was buying some guitars, and I really wanted a Les Paul.
Okay.
And there was a deal on this custom shop, but it was this god-awful color. And I was like, I talked myself into thinking, man, you really want it. You want that thing. Man, isn't that thing sexy? Isn't it great?
Purple, green, yellow burst is not bad.
Oh, dude, it was atrocious. I won't say what it is to spare, just in case you have this guitar and you love it. But right before I did it, I just thought, no, you're never going to be okay with this, right? Like, it's his own sale because no one wants it.
That's
if I was going to use it in the studio and it was never going to see the light of day, maybe it's perfect for somebody. But yeah, that was a close one.
That was close. We've all been there. Number 5 is the weird one that we kind of came up with at the end, which makes sense. It can get you going through the roof or it can get you crashing through the floor. Weird proprietary type of built guitars that just have pieces that if the other manufacturer stops making it, this guitar cannot be played. Strings.
Yeah, what was that? Was it like the Floyd Rose
Floyd
guitar
Rose
with
guitar.
the headstock was like empty, and you had to
Yes.
get the certain strings that fit in there.
It's a great guitar. Like they can go up and down, and God, there's not many out there. I know somebody who has a whole boatload of them.
There's a Tim Pierce video on them. Like
They're cool guitars. They're cool guitars.
Sure they are.
But once nobody's made the strings for it anymore, it's like you can't. So the strings are going for like $60 to $80 to $100 a pack. For these strings.
Stockpiled somewhere.
For crappy strings, that just were not coated or nothing.
I mean, this whole number 5 could be about 2 amps, but we won't talk about that.
Darn it!
We had a little scare there in 2020.
That was funny, wasn't it?
Oh my God, no more 2s. Yeah.
You think about this shift, like when all of Fender's digital modeling stuff started to come forward, was after that, and like, the gig is up. We gotta start.
Dang it.
Stupid wars.
I think we just
Watch out for guitars like
making
that. So we had investments, autographed guitars, limited editions. Be careful. The deal, and the weird guitars that that part might not be available in 2 weeks if you ain't careful. So you gotta buy a ton of them. And
stockpile.
I don't want to stockpile. But there's lots of other ones. We're just having fun with it. But buy guitars for fun. Buy guitars to play them. If in your back of your mind you want it to be an investment, but that's good too. But I just enjoy playing them.
And hey, any of these numbers, if you just love the guitar, it's fine. We're just saying, if it's a financial decision,
That's the idea.
these maybe aren't the best.
The financial dive to build your guitar collection of worth. I'm gonna sell it one day. Don't do that anyway. Just have fun with it. Enjoy it. And I mean, because I've got a decent collection now. Like I don't have any intention of ever selling it.
Right.
I just have intentions of like handing those pieces out one day or letting the folks fight over it when I'm dead.
Perfect.
I want to know there's ruckus caused when I'm gone.
Haha.
So on that note, prepare your wills, get your executor in line, and click like, subscribe,
Hit the bell.
and peace be with
The cold dead bell.
you all in your graves. Thanks for joining us.
See you later.